It's time for a catch-up sesh. It's been too long. Today, it's my birthday actually, but today in the celebration of something else I'm doing today, I want to talk about drugs. The truth about drugs. I've decided to have a bit of a tolerance break because I was using enough to kill a small elephant each day. I'm not really enjoying it, so I thought, fuck it, I'm going to take a month off. And accompanied that with some healthy therapy sessions. Went and talked to the therapist. Got in a bit of an argument with her because we don't see eye to eye on this stuff. It's the only thing me and her have never seen eye to eye on. But it is just a thing. It's my thing, but I'm having a break. So I want to talk about drugs today. We're going to go through these booklets. I'm going to hold them up and show you. So we've got the truth about drugs. Now, say you've got a friend who's on drugs and they look like they're having a really awesome time and you want to have an awesome time like that. Okay, this is a book that's going to tell you all about that. Okay, we're going to flick through. So we've got some definition of terms. Okay, cracky. That's a crack addict. Addy, that's Adderall. Narc, that's someone that dobs on you. I don't know. We'll keep going. We'll push on. How do drugs work? All right, and how do drugs affect the mind? That's what we're going to look at. So I think what I'll do is we'll leave this brief book alone, but we'll come to the individualised book. So let's learn the truth about crack. What is crack cocaine? Crack cocaine is a rollicking good time for some, not such a good time for others. It's a crystal form of cocaine. It comes in a powder form. Crack can be differentiated from the meth. A lot of people call meth crack, but it's not the same thing. What street names have we got? Here we go. This is awesome. 24/7 Apple Jacks, Bad Rock, Ball, Bass, Beat, Candy, Chemical Cloud, Cookies, Crack, Crumbs, Crunch and Munch, Devil Drug, Dice, Electric Kool-Aid, Fat Bags, French Fries. Who the fuck calls it this? French fries, glow, gravel, grit, hail, hardball, hard rock, hotcakes, ice cubes, jelly beans, kryptonite, nuggets, paste. I've never in my fucking life known anybody to call it this. Rock, crack, sure. But in saying that, I don't think I've actually seen a lot of crack myself, especially in Tasmania. I think it's more just meth. What else have we got? That was kind of silly, but kind of what I was after. Some international statistics. Crack around the world is awesome. That's what it says. Why is it so addictive? It's because it's awesome. Yeah. Not much else to say on that. It's a brief page. The effects of cocaine. Not crocaine. This ain't croquet, mate. So it causes a short-lived intense high that's immediately followed by the opposite. I imagine it fucking would be. I mean, you tape a little bit of that sippy cup of God and you fucking... That's it. How are you going to look back? Fuck the crack. No one wants the crack. Physical and mental effects. You get jacked. You lose weight, for all you fat bitches out there. And men. I'm not sexist. It increases your heart rate, which is good. Your blood pressure goes up. You know, that's good too. I mean, it fucking just, keeps you moving. It keeps your body temperature right up. It contracts your blood vessels because, you got to give them fuckers a workout too. It increases your rate of breathing, which is good. Like, breath work is really important. I've always got dilated pupils, it doesn't matter. Disturbed sleeping patterns. Who needs fucking sleep when you're on crack? Hyperstimulation. Yep. Bizarre, erratic, and sometimes violent behaviour. I mean, sometimes. Hallucinations. I fucking hope so. That's like a freebie thrown in. I don't know anyone on crack that's ever had an hallucination, but wouldn't you just count that as an extra? Tactile hallucinations. Ooh, that create the illusion of bugs burrowing under the skin. Well, that makes for an exciting afternoon, doesn't it? You've just gone from fucking raw dog in the normal world to fucking hell, I've got the scarab beetles under my skin. Shit. Intense euphoria, that's the one we're after. Anxiety and paranoia, that's a normal day. Depression, that's a normal day. Intense drug craving. I imagine you would want more of fucking God's gonads after that. Panic and psychosis, convulsions, seizures, and sudden death from high doses. Go hard or go home. Long-term effects. Who cares? Why would you even be interested in the long-term effects if you're on the rock, mate? Well, hang on. What do we call it? Why would you worry about the long-term effects if you are on the... Now I can't find my page. Anyway, I'm fucking done with that one. I'm done. I'm moving on to the next drug. Meth and ice. Tasmania's favourite drug. Oh my God. This bitch looks like a little bit strung out on the front, doesn't she? Or she's just surprised. I reckon she's surprised at how good she's feeling. A little bit of something on the lip there. Tweak meth glass. Fuck me. Let's go. Why this booklet was produced. So what is methamphetamine? Or ice, as some might commonly call it. It's a club drug. It's taken while partying. Nightclubs and rave parties. The only time I've ever seen people do ice or meth is generally in a fucking dark shed. Or a lounge room in a house, if they've still got their fucking house and if you can get in the front door. I think some people tend to snort the shit when they go out and go a bit crazy, but for me it was never for me. It wasn't my jam. I think with ADHD and the love of marijuana and the love of booze that I used to have that I don't have now, all meth would do would be just to straighten out my night and absolutely nothing. So it was very infrequent for me, very long time ago. And it just brought my buzz down. Why would you do that? But if you're a purist on and you're on the meth, maybe you'll recognise some of these names. Let's go through these names. Beanies, brown. Chalk, crank, okay, I've heard that. Chicken feed, cinnamon. Crink, crypto fast, get. Methley's quick. Now it's just in another language. Pervitin, that's from the Czech Republic. Redneck cocaine. That's a good one. Never heard it, but that's a good one. Speed, it's not speed. Tweak, wash, yabba. I think I have heard yabba before. Possibly. Yellow powder. Now, ice. Batu, blade, Christie, crystal. Okay, I've heard that one. Crystal glass, yes. Crystal meth, yes. Glass, yes. Hot ice. I guess it is kind of hot ice, isn't it? It's like the spiciest ice you could really have. Quartz, shabu, shards. Stove top, Tina, Ventana. Okay, never heard that one. What's it made from? Ooh, this is a good one. It's a dirty drug, this one. For 1 pound of meth that you make, it creates 5 pounds of toxic shit. Damn. So I know they used to base this shit. I think they used to grab all the cold and flu meds for this sort of shit. Used to snap them open and pour them out. Different junkies would run around to different shops, different fucking pharmacies and buy up and then take them to their local dealer and they'd snap them open. They used to do the same with codeine as well. It all just came in the middle of the pill. Used to go snap. I saw my mother do it many a time. But then they made it a bit harder. They started incorporating it into the tablet. I've gone off on a tangent here, but then people just cold water extracted it. It was fucking easy as fuck. Any backyard scientist could do it. So anyway, that's the crystal meths. It's a worldwide epidemic. There is 24.7 million party animals in this world undertaking this shit, apparently. And we rank number 12 for meth use. What a fucking achievement. I think we need to make the top 10 though, really. I think we need to up those numbers. Ooh, some nice rotty teeth for you. That's what it'll do. Yeah, that was never a good look. You could always tell when someone was fucking off their gear or on their gear. Jawing, fucking carrying on. Fuck me, look at these cunts. Whoop. There's a timeline of addiction. I presume she took the shit looking like this and started feeling like this, so she just kept taking it. Bad. Let's check out some of the effects. Loss of appetite. Well, there you go. If you want to lose weight, there's another good thing. Much the same as our beloved crack cocaine. Increased heart rate, dilation of pupils, disturbed sleep patterns, a bit of nausea. Right. Well, you know, that also might help you lose weight. Throw up everything you eat. I don't presume you're not eating on this stuff. Hallucinations, hyperexcitability, irritability, panic, and psychosis. Psychosis, the free unwanted trip, some might say. Convulsions, seizures, and death from high doses. And the long-term effects, again, we don't really want to know. Ooh. I don't want to bring the mood down. Damage to the brain similar to Alzheimer's. Look out. Well, fuck me. Onwards. Let's see what the next drug is. The truth about inhalants. Look out. On the fucking tin, mate. On the puff. No, actually, there's got to be names for this. Water inhalants. Vapors from toxic substances which are inhaled to reach a quick high. 1,000 household products are used. I have free drugs everywhere at my house and I never know. Street names for inhalants. Here we go. This is a good one. Air Blast. Highball. Satan's Secret. I feel like he's got better secrets, to be honest. Fuels. Okay. Hippie Crack. Aerosols. Well, that's just the name of it, isn't it? Solvents. Isn't that just the name of it? Huff. Schnappers. Aroma of Men. If someone come up to me and went, "Oi, I've got some of that fucking aroma of men. Do you want some?" I'd be like, no thanks. Don't fucking touch me. Laughing gas. Snot balls. Yeah, well. Bolt locker room spray. Boppers. Medusa. Who is calling it this? They're just making this shit up. This ain't real. Sniff, bullet, moon gas, thrust, bullet, bolt, Oz, toilet water, buzz bomb, chroming. I've heard that. Glue, again, that's just the name of it. Disco-rama, look out. Poor man's pot. Nah, that's not poor man's pot. Poor man's pot is like Reclaim, Keef, smoking your AVB, whatever. This ain't poor man's pot. Don't you dare go near my beloved green, especially when I'm having a break from it. Whippets, yeah, I've heard of that one. Hardware, okay. Poppers, gas, heart on, Quicksilver. Viagra in a bottle. Well, that kind of makes sense, but it's stupid. Rush snappers for the quick fish amongst us. Oh, fuck off. Alright, so it was a steady progression from glue sniffing, petrol sniffing, magic mushrooms, that went on until I was 17. Then I started on the cannabis. then the amphetamines, and then the ecstasy, and then what the fuck? I thought this was about chroming. Nope, it's just a sad story. I thought it might have something to do with the actual drug, but it's just some cunt just fucking woe betide me. Anyway, how do inhalants affect your body? Well, I imagine if you used like silver paint, you'd get a rather shiny inside. Get that real fucking, pimp my ride treatment in your guts. Sudden sniffing death syndrome. That sounds drastic. The short-term effects. Here we go. Slurred speech. So you're drunk. Drunk, dizzy, or dazed appearance. Yes. Inability to coordinate movement. That's pretty normal. Hallucinations and delusions. There's, free drugs again. Hostility. Apathy. Which one is it? Impaired judgment, always. Unconsciousness, well, that's the best case scenario, isn't it? Just puts you to sleep. Have a nighttime fucking RP7, something one might say. Severe headaches, rashes around the nose and mouth. Well, if you eat paint, that's what fucking happens. Prolonged sniffing. These chemicals can cause irregular rapid. Yeah, you'll die. Death from suffocation. Okay. Death. What's next? We've been through crap. Ooh, we've got a doozy now. The truth about heroin. Now, I can't say I've tried heroin, and I never fucking will, because I feel like if I took heroin, I'd never come back. Like, that shit sounds to me like, falling in a pool full of God. Like, that sounds dangerous, the effects of this, like just how good it is. So none of this, and also the fentanyl shit wrapped up into it, fuck that. But let's hear about it, let's talk about it. The only time I've ever encountered people on heroin, it was one of my stepfathers. And he was an absolute nightmare. And I bashed him at one point. I also snuck in and stole all his porn when he was on heroin, and he was just too stooped out of his mind to know. But anyway, it was manufactured in 1898 by Bayer Pharmaceutical, of course it was, in Germany. A vicious circle. During the 1850s, opium addiction was a major problem in the United States. Have you seen the place lately? So the solution was to provide opium addicts with less potent and supposedly non-addictive substitute, morphine, which then became a huge problem. And then, so morphine was solved by another non-addictive substitute, which was heroin. And you know what? They also called tramadol another non-addictive solution to that. But this is why I get scared about ever trying heroin. I was on tramadol for pain relief for a short time, and I got pretty stuck on it for a while. And withdrawing from that, I decided to go cold turkey, and all I can suggest for people on that stuff is never go cold turkey, because the walls were melting. Okay, the walls were melting, the roof was caving in, I felt like I was dying. So don't do any of this shit. Okay, just stick to the green. So anyway, they made this, and then they brought along another thing, which is your methadone. And apparently that proved to be even more addictive than heroin. So by the 1990s, the mortality rate of heroin addicts was estimated to be as high as 20 times greater than the rest of the population. So if you're feeling a bit dark, go do some heroin, and you'll become a statistic soon enough. What does heroin look like? We don't care. Oh, here we go. Oh, man, they've only got like a small page of street names for this. The Big H, all right. H, yep. Junk. Skag, yeah, I've heard it called Skag. Horse, Smack, yes. Thunder. Hill Dust. Nose drops. The best kind. Not really. I think that's enough about heroin. Obviously, the immediate short-term... Oh, hang on. Let's see what it does to you. You get a rush. You get slow breathing, clouded mental functioning, nausea and vomiting, and some kind of severe type of whiskey dick, I'd imagine. Sedation, drowsiness, hypothermia, body temperature lower than normal, coma or death. Fuck. Right on. So, that's a big fucking no. What do we got now? Oh, the truth about prescription drug abuse. I'm sure they don't have any fucking names for this. Depressants, opioids and morphine derivatives, stimulants, antidepressants. I've had a problem with 2 of them. But not anymore, thank God. What else we got? Depressants, here we go. Ooh, we got some street names. Let's go. Candy. Downers. Sleeping pills, tranks. Okay, 2 of those were literally just the names of things. Oh, here we go. More street names. Barbs, Reds, Red Birds, Fennies, Tuies, Yellows, Yellow Jackets. Right on. So anyway, medication probably should be taken as prescribed. Don't bother fucking around with your prescription medication. Just, if you're that committed, go and get some better drugs. Okay? Like, just, why take fucking 4, 6 Ritalin? You just go and have a little bump of cocaine. Don't listen to me. I have really bad advice. Rufus, Rohypnol. How the fuck, like, what do you actually use Rohypnol for? Here we go, I want to know. Yeah, we know everyone uses it to fucking... It's more potent than Valium. See, what I want to get at is, why do they make this shit at the start? Brand, here we go, street names. Captain Cody. Cody. Schoolboy. Doors and Fours. Pancakes and syrup loads. I've never heard of any of them. If someone asked me if I wanted a load, I'd be like, no thank you. Apache. China Girl. Dance Fever. Goodfella. Murder 8. Tango and Cash. China White. Okay, I've heard heroin called China White, but that's, anyway, Friend. Well, drugs are your friends when you're taking them. Jackpot. T&T, yes. Street names, here we go. Miss Emma, Monkey, White Stuff. Oxy 80, Oxycat, Hillbilly Heroin. Perks. Just spelt different. Demis, painkillers, juice, and dillies. Some gin and juice, mate. Anyway, that shit'll fuck you up. I'm not going to go through them because there's so many different types. Just stick to your fucking prescribed medication, people. Like I said, it's a slippery slope. Here we go. We've got painkillers. Oh, fuck me. This does get specific. I'll get rid of that one because that's... we've got LSD, Ritalin, marijuana, alcohol, painkillers. We've got all the fun ones. Cocaine, yes. Come on. The truth about painkillers. This is going to be boring. But I really want to just get to the street names. These are the funniest, I think. Yes. All right, let's go street names. Oxy 80s, Oxycontin, that's boring. Oxyset, boring. Hillbilly Heroin, heard it. Perks, yes. Painkiller, Vikes, Hydros, weird. Pink footballs, yellow footballs, 65s, ends. Juice, dillies, drugstore, heroin. Demis and pain, okay. Understand, yeah, we know why they become addictive. It's because you start off in pain and then you just enjoy it too much. Anyway, I'm going to move on from that one because we're on a time limit. Got a birthday shit to do. The truth about cocaine. This bitch, look at her, she's like, heck yeah, let's do a bump. Blow, flake, sniff, Charlie Snow. What is cocaine? Well, I think we all know what cocaine is. I'm sure there's an actual history from it, but I just presume it was born in fucking Colombia. It's one of the most dangerous drugs known to man. Ooh, it gets quite the grip on you. It does. Physically, it stimulates key receptors, nerve endings that sense changes in the body within the brain. In turn, creates a euphoria to which users quickly develop a tolerance. Only high dosage and more frequent use can bring about the same effects. So you just bump and bump and bump, and next thing you know, you're fucking machine gunning cops as they come through your fucking mansion door. Street names, here we go. Aunt Nora. Bernice. Binge. Blow. Okay, I've heard that one. C. Charlie. Yep. Coke. Dust. Flake. Mojo. Nose Candy. Paradise. Sneeze. Sniff. Snow. Toot. White. Stardust. All of them sound somewhat, relatable to the actual drug. About 90% of the cocaine in Australia is consumed in Sydney. What are you doing over there? You're fucking Mardi Gras and you just go nuts, don't you? No, I'm joking. I'm sure there's just drugs 24/7 there all the time. We don't need any of that stuff. That's all the death. Fun, you'll die. Fun, you'll die. Short history of cocaine. Not interested. Let's go to ecstasy. Right. Ecstasy is illegal in Australia. Yes, it is. No shit. It's a Class B drug. When it gets mixed with alcohol, it becomes next level. It can be deadly, supposedly. At a rave party, I saw a guy who had stuffed himself with ecstasy on repeat for hours. And he was saying, "I am an orange. Don't pill me. Pill me." Another guy thought he was a fly and wouldn't stop hitting his head against the window. That's not ecstasy. You might have thought it was ecstasy. That's not ecstasy. If you take pure MDMA, proper ecstasy, you'll feel like you're just inside of God. Okay? You'll feel like every part of your body is a dick and you're in the vagina of God. Okay? That's what it feels like. I'm not condoning it, because this poor bastard obviously went through the ringer. I'm an orange. Don't pill me. Fair enough. Street names, yes. Icky. Yeah, bro. Lollies, bickers. Yeah, I heard bickies and eckies a lot. Doves, pills, okay, that's what they are. Yes. Eggs. No, if someone asked me if I wanted eggs, I'd be like, not really, I'm at a party, motherfucker. Like, Scooby snacks, love pill, love drug, hug drug. Love is speed, roll, Exius, snowball, XEXTC. Yes, okay. It's increased nearly fourfold in the last 15 years. And everyone gets sexually risky. So if you take this stuff, you might get your own asshole blown out accidentally. So don't take it. Like, if you're not into that, don't take that risk. If your asshole is sacred to you, don't take ecstasy, because you'll probably give it up to someone, even if you're not gay. Okay? You'd just be in the moment. Don't risk it. Don't risk it. It's called the love pill. Yes, and then you get them old Tuesday blues a few days after. Ecstasy's a bit of a rough one. I've had some good times on ecstasy, but yeah, I wouldn't take it again, because I don't think I could handle the come down these days. That was the worst back in the day, that Tuesday. You'd get to that Tuesday and you'd feel like your life was ending there and then. So if you're, depressed down, probably don't take ecstasy. It'll really rock you. Here's one I've been looking forward to getting to. LSD. Never done any of this shit myself. The day is young. It's my birthday. Not really. But anyway, let's find out all about ecstasy. I'd like to know. LSD is one of the most potent mood-changing chemicals. It is manufactured from lysergic acid, which is found in the ergot fungus that grows on the rye and other grains. Actually, I've heard people talk about ergot. I think they make some kind of backyard LSD shit with it. It is produced in crystal form in the legal laboratories, mainly in the United States. They're converted to liquid for distribution, odorless, colourless, and has slightly bitter taste, known as acid. Sold on the street in small tablets, microdots, capsules, or gelatin squares, window panes. Sometimes added to absorbent paper, you get them big sheets of the acid, you know. It's generally not that expensive, but I imagine that comes down to how hard it is to find. Here's our favourite page. Street names. Acid. Battery acid. That's unimaginative. Boomers. I think the boomers could do to take some acid, to be honest. Doses, Dots, Golden Dragon, Hippie. Looney Tunes, Lucy in the Sky with diamonds. That's a long sentence. Microdot. Pain, Superman, Tab, yeah. Window pane, again. Why? Yellow Sunshine, Zen. Trips Blotters. Nice. It's funny the little, bit from someone that's been a user afterwards. I'm reading this one, but they seem to be struggling to demonise it. This person's just talking about taking the small piece of drug and, I felt a huge distortion both in my mind and body, visual changes, some strange, scary trip, one which I had no control over my mind and body. Well, yeah, that happens. You didn't die. Get the fuck over it. We love it. Not really. Alcohol. Oh, now, I'm not a fan of the booze. I think booze leads to bad choices, generally. Booze takes away your fucking inhibitions. Cannabis is I've never made a decision smoking cannabis that I've regretted. Alcohol? Oh, yeah. Big regrets at times. But anyway, I have the occasional beer, but I just keep it to 1 or 2. I keep it so I can drive. Because it's just a shit drug. You're physically poisoning yourself. Like, I was violent and out of control. 13. Yeah, we all started young, mate. What is binge drinking? Everyone in Australia binge drinks. Or they don't drink. Do we have street names for fucking booze? I want to know. Come on. What? Dirty water? Fucking muddy sewer? I don't know. Alcohol. Sure. No one wants to know about alcohol. I'd urge you to stop and chill the fuck out on the booze. I think that's the biggest leading killer of people in it, the biggest open death sentence in our country is alcohol. And they love to demonise this sort of shit. And yet they fucking run, ads that kids can see. They sell lolly water. They keep pumping the prices of it up. Leave it the fuck alone. Turn it all plain packaging, like the cigarettes. No advertising at all. And 21. Make everyone 21. It's the one thing America's got right, I think. Although they'll send their people to war, but they won't let them have beer. That's fucked up. You got some shit backwards there, America. But I think 21's a really good age for like legability, whatever the fuck you want to call it. What is the marijuanas and how is it used? It's the most commonly used illegal drug in the world. In 2007, marijuana or hash. So say marijuana or hash. Why would you call it that? You could say marijuana or hash or shatter. Marijuana or hash or fucking keef. I digress. Marijuana is usually smoked as a cigarette joint, but may also be smoked in a pipe. Less often, it's mixed with food and eaten or brewed as a tea. I don't know anyone that brews marijuana tea. That's a really shit way to extract THC. Unless you actually buy like a speciality tea that's full of weed already. Sometimes users open up cigars and remove the tobacco. What? No, you don't. You just unroll them. Replacing it with pot. There's no tobacco. There is tobacco in cigars. It's not loose. It's fucking literally sheets. You just unroll it and you put your weed in the middle and you roll it back up. Oh, here we go. Joints and blunts are sometimes laced with other more powerful drugs such as crack cocaine or PCP. Okay. I don't know anyone that gives out free drugs like that. If you do, please let me know. The immediate sensations. You'll get less coordinated, off balance and dreamy. Peaks within the first 30 minutes. Oh yeah, here's the street names. Pot, herb, yes, weed, grass, yep. White widow, that's a strain. Ganja, okay. Mule, bang, dagger. Hemp, homegrown, G, Mary Jane, reefer, roach, Buddha. And hashish is apparently called chocolate hash or shit. What? Nobody I know would, I mean, you'd say, have you got the shit? Like, as long as they knew what you were talking about. But just say if you went to someone, you know, like a vendor of the drugs, a drug dealer, you went there and they sell, just let's say they've got 4 products on their rotation, you know, a bit of heroin, bit of cannabis, bit of crack, and a bit of hash, right? I'm not going to go in and go, give me the shit. They're not going to know what the fuck I'm talking about. God, these street names are incredibly bad. It's incredibly funny. Alcohol versus marijuana. I want to see that fight. I do. It could go 50-50. Like, if you got a long-term user, I feel like they could beat up a drunk. But drunks get really angry. So if you get someone that's a new user and they're really high and you get an angry drunk, they're fucked. So I really want to see that fight, and I think it's good that this book brought that up. The international stats. Weed is awesome. That's all it says on this page. Weed is awesome and it should be legal everywhere. Yeah. The harmful effects of marijuana. None. Don't take this as public health advice. It is not. Okay? Long-term effects. You're awesome. Long-term effects. You don't kill people. Long-term effects. You live life. Short-term effects. Lower reaction times. Poor coordination of movement. Anxiety. Only if you get the wrong shit. It's a vastly, quickly emerging fucking new era of drugs in Australia. Marijuana's the leader. Everyone's starting to do it. Everyone's starting to believe in it. Everyone's starting to change their ideas around it. What dealers will tell... Okay, I have hit. What dealers will tell you? When teens were surveyed to find out why they started using drugs in the first place, 55% replied that it was due to pressure from their friends. Well, that's probably true. They wanted to be cool and popular. I don't know if that's true for everyone. I don't think I wanted to be cool and popular when I started doing this stuff. I think I wanted to forget who I was for a short time. Take some pain away. Some distraction. Dealers know this. They know you want to be cool and popular. They will approach you as a friend and offer to help you out with something to bring you up. Well, weed won't bring you up. The drug will help you fit in and make you cool. Drug dealers, motivated by profits they make, will say anything to get you to buy their drugs. They will tell you that weed won't lead you to harder drugs. They don't care if drugs ruin your life as long as they are getting paid. All they care about is money. Former dealers have admitted they saw their buyers as pawns in a chess game. Get the facts about drugs, make your own decisions. What the fuck? Who wrote that? Oh, yeah, that's what happened. That's what happens. All these drug dealers, they wait on the corner and they wait till they see a nerd, like, or someone that seems on the outskirts, and then they fucking sneak up. They're like, hey man, you want a little something to fit in? I've got something for you. You'll be one of the boys. You'll be the popular kid. Believe me, trust me. Seriously? Anyway. Whew. Yeah, Ritalin abuse. That's the last page. That's the last book. This has been a bit of fun, actually. I'm not going to go into that. It's just ADHD medication. Go easy. Take it as prescribed and you won't have any trouble. I don't particularly like Ritalin, actually, because it's got such a potential for abuse. Ritalin, when I was growing up, was like poor man's speed, and every fucking scumbag parent that lived down where I lived used to take their kids' medication and sell it to junkies. So I was on Ritalin for a short time with my mother, but I never saw any of the medication, never tried it, because she sold it to everyone else. Bad. But anyway, that was a bit of fun. I enjoyed that. This was meant to be a catch-up sesh, but I just thought I'd, go through the dangers of drugs. Wish me luck with my little tolerance break. For anyone out there that's struggling, yes, I'll drop this disclaimer, and that was all a fucking big joke, If you need help, seek it out. There's, plenty of services out there. You're not alone, too. Don't feel bad. Like, you can come back from it, okay? I've seen a lot of people come back from really bad stuff. I've got very close friends that have, really, really fucked their lives up. On some really hard shit, and they're thriving today, okay? You've just got to be realistic. If you can't manage this stuff, if it's too much of a crutch for you, try and stay away from it. Keep trying. That's the main thing, okay? Keep trying. It's like these fucking things. Cigarettes, they're the worst thing too. Hopefully, we kick them this week. That's the hardest things I've ever had trouble kicking have been legal things. Alcohol and cigarettes, because they're so available. It's sad, really. I would gladly quit this stuff if they made it all illegal. Alcohol, cigarettes, I hate it. Like I said, I think they should just do plain packaging on booze, and they should stop demonising things like cannabis. Yes, it can fuck you up, but there's education emerging now. Things are coming out. It is what it is. So anyway, that's all I've got today. I hope you enjoyed this free community drug webinar, some might say. I'm going to go, I can't go and have a puff, so I might go and fucking jump on the recumbent bike and do 10Ks to try and feel alive. When you can't walk, legs are jelly, mind's spinning. That's a good distraction. That counts as a distraction for me. I will be at the Salty Dog on the, when is it? The 19th of June. I'm doing a spot there with some vicious, funny comics. I've been to the room once and it did okay, but it was a while ago. So I'm keen to go back and introduce the Diddy stick, my big Diddy baton. So if you've enjoyed this video, please jump on the channel, have a look at my stand-up. That's kind of mainly what I do. I also talk a lot of shit. But have a look at the stand-up, follow the page. If you live in Tassie, come and see me at a show. Love yous, chase that feeling.